Hello guys. So is there even a pulse here, right? Will Chia ever cost $3,000? Because from the current price it is about 100x. So today we will see how real is that and what actually happening in the project blockchain, and any competent investor must understand that the price in the moment doesn't always reflect the real value of an asset. And our task is to earn money, to understand whether there is any value here, right? So if you enjoy the review, hit a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, get a cup of tea, and let's get started. So let's take a look at what Chia Network is at the moment. Doesn't even make sense to buy this coin. So today I will show you whether I buy and tell you how many percents of this cryptocurrency is in my portfolio at the moment. And we can definitely say that this crypto is very unusual kind of cryptocurrency project, and it has its own pros and cons. So the first and the most important is the founder of the project. His name is Bram Cohen. As you can see, he's chairman of the board, founder and chief technology officer. He's also quite a good programmer. So what is extremely important for Chia is that this person has a very successful case that was launched, I think, back in 2004 approximately. The project that is currently used by about 2 billions of people, according to various estimates, and it's called Bittorent. I think any of you once used the torrent and downloaded anything on the internet. So back in early 2000s, he himself developed everything, and in fact, people like Bram Coin, the product which is used not just by thousands or millions of people, but by billions of people. So such people can no doubt be put to the very top of the entire population of the planet. Because any business and the task of any business is to give maximum benefit to the maximum number of people, right? So BitTorrent was sold, I think, for about 140 millions of dollars, and after that, after a while, Chia Network was launched. The figure of 140 million dollars closes pretty much any material need in this world, and it's extremely important to understand the motives of the founder of the project. Chia was launched not so long ago, and in its structure it is a bit similar to Bitcoin blockchain, but it works in a different principle, like proof of space, and Bitcoin is proof of work. So here you need certain computer powers or computer resources, and you need some space on your hard drive in order to mine this cryptocurrency. And if we take a look at the funds that are interested in this cryptocurrency, so we see that at the initial stage we have investments worth of $61 million attracted, and these funds are far from simple. For example, all of you may know already Andreessen Horowitz, one of the most famous funds on the market, and they do not invest simply in absolutely any projects. They are really picky about it. And the next thing to understand is that the tokenomics of the given project. Those coins that, for example, you buy at the moment for around $30, maybe 40, it doesn't really matter. How many of them are in the system right now? Because if you buy some coins and tomorrow a creator presses one button and there will be twice as many coins, I don't think it will be very interesting, I guess, right? So Chia is somewhat similar to Bitcoin blockchain. There are also certain resource costs in order to get one coin, and these coins are mined, and at the moment we have around 8 million of coins in circulation. We're not counting the coins that were pre-farmed. Because here you can see the total supply is 29 million of coins, and as I said, some of them were pre-farmed. So initially these 21 millions of coins were printed and are still in the wallets of developers. So they are not moving anywhere yet, as far as I'm aware, but nevertheless, while developers do not sell these coins, it is difficult to say what plans they actually have for them. When this blockchain was launched, those miners who mined these coins, they naturally could sell coins at a very high price, because in fact there were no coins in circulation at all, like there was zero. And as we said, initially Chia is similar to Bitcoin to some extent, and even in their white paper they compare it with Bitcoin mining. There is also an event called halving here, which means that every few years, and in our case we have specifically 3 years for Chia, there is a halving event. This is basically like halving of the rewards for miners. And right now, for every block mined, miners earn 64 Chia tokens. This happens every 10 minutes, and very soon there will be a halving for Chia, I think in about 200 days or so, and the reward for the mine block will be exactly halved. And at the current price of the coin, $30 to $35 approximately, no matter what angle we look at it right now, the payback of the equipment may never happen in fact. And at the moment, it is extremely unprofitable to connect to Chia blockchain and to mine these coins precisely from an economic point of view. And now remember this thought. As I said, every next 3 years there will be halvings, right? So after which 32 Chia tokens will be mined, then 16, then 8, then 4. But what is very interesting, how Chia is different from Bitcoin. Firstly, it is a cleaner extraction of these coins, which in fact doesn't incur significant resource costs. You have probably heard that Bitcoin mining pollutes the environment and consumes a huge amount of energy. And the most important difference is that the reward for a mined Bitcoin block tends to zero indefinitely with each halving. But in the case of Chia, after the 12th year of network existence, or after the fourth halving, in other words, the reward will not be decreased. And for miners, this will be an additional motivation to stay in Chia blockchain, thereby increasing its security, and thus inflation after the 12th year will be around 2%. And the following is one of the minuses of the project at the moment, unfortunately, but it may become a plus in the future. So this is the programming language called Chialisp. It should be used by project developers who want to build something on the current blockchain. And in comparison, for example, with Ethereum, which works in Solidity language, there is a certain advantage. So the minus at this point in time that in this programming language, Chialisp, in fact, nothing has been created yet. Yeah, there is some teamwork, of course, attraction of new developers, but so far there are no special products. The team has plenty of ideas, and it is important to understand that it is technically possible to do it. And more interesting things are happening right now in Chia blockchain, which gives us a little hint about what can happen with this project and its prices. So at the time of recording this video, I found interesting statistics. It's a picture. So at the moment, we have 102,000 nodes that are connected to Chia blockchain. A node is considered if you have a full copy of the blockchain loaded. So there are currently 7,631 active nodes. And what is very interesting, if we compare them with the nodes in Bitcoin blockchain, we can see that at the peak there were about 83,000 nodes, and then during the bear market this number fell to 50,000, and now, as far as I'm aware, about 40,000 approximately. In other words, there are more nodes on Chia blockchain at this point in time than in Bitcoin blockchain. In simple terms, guys, Chia blockchain is one of the most decentralized blockchains that exist at the moment. And if you take a look at the screen, you can see the countries which have the most nodes. So it's definitely China, a little bit in Russia, in Europe, in US. So it's pretty much all over the world. Recently there was news that Chia has applied for an IPO, and perhaps in the near future we will see some kind of distribution of these pre-farmed coins that I mentioned at the very beginning. Chia and the team, they do everything as carefully and accurately as possible, and there is an impression that this is all done for a reason. At the moment, Chia token is traded on a small number of exchanges, and the top 4 of them haven't yet listed Chia. There are also problems with the storage of this cryptocurrency. It is necessary to download the wallet from the official website, and this is also not very convenient. I personally buy Chia on KuCoin exchange and keep it there at the moment. So I get the impression that despite this price drop and that mining pays off for an impossible amount of time, everything is happening for a reason. This is done so that those who need to buy, they buy now. And for the rest of us, everything is created in such a way so nobody pays attention to this project. So we see that the price of this cryptocurrency didn't fall below $30 for a long period of time. We can also clearly see a zone where a position gets accumulated. And of course, we do not know for sure by whom this position has been accumulated. But the fact when BTC was fallen and the entire market as well with him, some altcoins overrode their lows, but Chia didn't. Personally, I continue to buy this cryptocurrency by parts because it has a very high potential in my opinion. My average price for Chia at around $35 approximately, and I still keep buying it. If we look at capitalization, then at the moment it's extremely low, $250 million. It is necessary to understand how realistic it is to see $3,000 for one Chia token in future. The project is actually far from simple, and the founder is a person who launched it for a reason, and of course he understood what he was doing. Top funds are also on board, and accordingly we see prerequisites that 100x for one token is quite realistic. We can open any top altcoin and see its capitalization. Capitalization of same ADA Cardano, for example, at the peak of the previous cycle was around 100 billions of dollars. Accordingly, with the current Chia's capitalization of 215 million, you need to reach the mark of 25 billions to get our 100x. This is 4 times less than Cardano's, and I think that in few years the total capitalization of altcoins will continue to grow in general, and I continue to accumulate the asset, as I said. How this will all end, only time will tell. But speaking objectively, the risk-reward ratio is very good. But this will take time. And that's all for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. Leave a comment what you think about Chia project. Leave a like. It will help me to boost my channel. And I'll see you in the next videos.